Welcome to the Dress Up Mom. Hi friends, I have been wearing some version of a short bob haircut for the better part of 2 years, and while I've really enjoyed it along the way, I think it's time for a change. So in this video, I'm going to show you what I do in anticipation of changing my hairstyle so that I get something that I like and want, and that's going to look good on me, hopefully. But first, thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. If you are a regular viewer and subscriber, I absolutely love you. Thank you. If you are new to the channel and like what you're seeing, please subscribe. It's the button, it's here somewhere. It means everything to me. I'm trying to grow the channel. We are also on all the social media outlets, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, at the Dress Up Mom, hashtag the Dress Up Mom. You can check us out there too. So like I said, I want to do something different with my hair. I am a person that really loves to love my hairstyle. It's important to me to really like it for a number of reasons, but I think I have really good hair. I always have the texture of it, even as I've aged. I like my hair, and it's a big part of my look, so I really always want to love it. I also am not afraid of sort of changing things up, and I do get a little bit bored with my hairstyle. Once I find that I'm getting bored with my hairstyle, I find that I kind of get bored with a lot of other things, like with putting the right makeup on and everything. So I always know, time to kind of freshen things up. Also, since I don't color my hair, I always want to try to have something that's on trend or maybe even ahead of trend. I don't mind that. I don't really kind of like to see my same haircut on everybody. So once things catch on, I like to sort of try to anticipate ahead. So I do some research. I go and look online and sort of look for hair trends that are maybe 6 months to a year ahead. I'm also a huge fan of Pinterest for hair. It's one of the biggest reasons that I use Pinterest. I have a whole hair folder, and I'm, always looking in there and putting things in for the future, for my current cut. So I love that. It's so visual, and I can see things and they find things similar. So it's a big source of the way that I change up my hair. I also have an oval face, so I like to sort of do some research, what looks good on an oval face. I've been told sort of bangs and everything. So I try to do a little bit of research and get some idea as I'm getting that itch to change things up. So once I have some photos and an idea of how to describe what I'm looking for, then I do a couple reality checks. I send the photos to my family, to my son and daughter, and then show them to my husband and basically say, do you think this? I'm thinking of a change. Do you think this would look good? And if I get the thumbs up from them, then I usually know, okay, I'm on track. And then I can't over exaggerate how important it is to have just a really good hairstylist that knows you, that knows your hair, that knows your lifestyle, that knows what you sort of are willing to do and not do with your hair. And I will then send a couple pictures and a couple notes to her even before I get in the chair, so that she's aware that we're going to do something different and that she's thinking about it as well. I have found that to be super helpful. I personally gravitate toward really creative sort of artists, hair artists, as my stylists, and I think I'm pretty good at picking them. For example, one of my very first, as I was an adult, hairstylist was Chris McMillan up in LA, and he was just a star from the beginning. Like I said, he was just starting out. Chris, if you don't know, is famous for creating the Rachel hairdo for Jennifer Aniston on Friends. So, and I've been following him for years. He's just fantastic. But then I moved and needed to find other people. My current hairstylist, Christina, I absolutely adore, and I have been going to her for maybe like 15 years. I think since the time that she was just starting out herself, I found her to have that really creative artist vibe, and I loved the other cuts that I saw she was doing on people. So we have a real thing. She knows me, knows all of it, and will tell me really honestly what she thinks will and won't work. Okay, so for this new cut that I want to do, like I said, I've been wearing some version of a short bob for quite a while, and I sort of straighten it. It doesn't take me long, but I need to straighten it when I really want it to sort of look good. It gets too poofy, I think, when it's just dried naturally. So this is naturally dried. I just got back from a hot yoga class where it got, looking like this. These are some pictures of this week as I was washing it and just letting it air dry at home. This is just, I want to go back to being able to use my natural wave and let it dry a little bit more naturally. I'm also looking for something a little bit edgy and choppy. I want something sort of edgy, choppy. I like the short little baby bangs. I want it easy, but also just kind of fun and be able to do a bunch of ways. And I'm kind of gravitating towards sort of a shag sort of look. I might let it even grow a little bit longer, but for this time, like shaggy, choppy, edgy. Here's a couple of the pictures that I sent to Christina and to my family. And that's sort of what I'm anticipating. So I'm kind of excited. I love sort of getting ready for this change. A little nervous, but excited. So I'm gonna head out now and sort of show you what happens and see what the after hair looks like. All right, I had my consult and Christina and I talked about it, and she made some really great points about not cutting too much in here. Anyway, she knows me and my hair really well, so let's see what happens. We'll show you the after. I'm liking this. This is now feels so good. I think we're gonna do some styling of it that I can see that this is gonna dry really nicely naturally, and it is definitely a change and I love it. I love it! Well, I'm back with my new do and I really like it. You can't really see the back. The back is really cool and fun too. And I really think I'm gonna have a lot of fun styling this in a bunch of different ways, funking it up, smoothing it down. I think Christina did a great job. She and I communicated really well, and she gave me exactly what I was looking for, just the little change and fun that I need right now. So I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, have fun and dress it up a little.